Hi there, welcome to Ben's Astrophotography. The big date, April the 8th, is coming, the total eclipse in North America. I will make a couple of videos to talk about getting prepared for the eclipse. And today I will start with the very basic, the eclipse glasses. Do we need it? What do we use it for? And how to get them and how to use them safely. So let's talk about first when to use this. Let's say this is the sun, this is the moon. So the phases of the eclipse like this. The moon, the shadow of the moon touches the sun. This is contact 1, and this is the starting of the partial eclipse phase. So from here all the way it covers completely the sun, and this is contact 2. So from contact 1 to contact 2. This is the partial eclipse phase. And this is when we use those eclipse glasses to observe the sun. The sun's disk is partially shown to us, and we need that to protect our eyes. So after contact 2, there enters the total eclipse phase, which is also called totality. This is all the excitement, the miracle, the hype is about. And during this phase, you don't need to use any eclipse glasses at all. You use your own eyes, look directly at the sun, or look through a binocular, look through a telescope, but you don't need any filters whatsoever. Okay, so this phase will last 3 to 4 minutes if you are situated on the center of the eclipse belt. So then it comes contact 3, means the sun starts to emerge on back of the moon, and then it goes all the way back to normal. Okay, so this is from contact 3 to contact 4. This is also a partial eclipse phase, and you will need eclipse glasses to observe them. But in my experience, after the climax is gone and the things start to get back to normal, people start leaving. Okay, so unless you are a hardcore astrophotographer, otherwise people just move on with their lives. So yeah, this is when we use them for. In short, we only use them for the partial eclipse side, and we don't need it for the totality. Okay, the most important totality phase, we don't use those glasses. So next, let's talk about how to use them safely. The glasses, for sure, you need to, like bare minimum, you need to have this ISO. Let's see if it can focus here. Yeah, this is the ISO sign here, and the ISO number is called 12312-2. Okay, so you need to have that printed on the glasses. But let's talk about the truth. Okay, printing that on a pair of glass like this, it costs nothing. Anybody can print on it. So the other way to check if it's safe is that use this to look around, and you should not see any. For example, there is a light here. We should not be able to see anything through the lenses. It's basically only the sun, not even the moon, only the sun that we can use this to see through. Okay, so yeah, so check that. And also before any use, even if it's a very legit glasses, before each use you need to check if there is pinholes or any scratches on it. If there is, don't use it. It's not safe anymore. So I would recommend to put it in a Ziploc like this, right? So like this to protect it. So where do we get those glasses? My theory goes like this. The best way you get them is actually not paying for them. It is to get them free from the local communities like libraries or the astro clubs nearby. The reason being, those glasses are not expensive at all. The cost should be less than $1. So yeah, if the person charges you too much for it, then that person is suspicious. You don't need to trust them. So check with the local clubs, and you might get something more legit than you pay $10 for. Okay, and then what will be the risk, right? You must ask what's wrong if I get a defect one or get fake one. The risk is that our eyes should not be exposed to sunlight in a prolonged period, which means a dozen seconds. Okay, it's really short period. A scientist did an experiment with his own eye, singular eye. He's smart enough to cover the other, and it took him 18 seconds to get him permanently blinded. Okay, so that's how powerful the sunlight is, and unfortunately our retina, it doesn't have any cells, any nerves for feeling the pain. So you will burn your retina. If there's any scratches or pinholes on it, you will burn it before you notice it. Okay, so that's very dire consequences, and yeah, I don't want people to have those type of accidents. So please be safe with those glasses, and plus you don't need to stare at the sun, right, for a long time. You don't need to do that. And also to play safely, you can use your mobile phone and use it as your own eyes, right? So get it under those lenses and then take pictures, right? Focus, use your magnifying cameras whatsoever. Just try to take pictures through the lenses with your phones, and that's 100% safe. That won't hurt your eyes, and you can look at the screen, right? That won't hurt your eyes for sure. So that will be a better way to do it. And also there's a experiment, small experiment, or some other way you can do to get the shape of the sun is punch a bunch of holes there on a piece of paper, put it under the sun, right? And then the shape of the hole doesn't matter. It can be square, triangle, dots, or elongated dots whatsoever. So they will all project the shape of the sun at that moment. So you put another piece of paper, like blank paper, underneath to make it smooth, more easier to observe, and then you watch the projections, and this is 100% safe. So yeah, so as a conclusion, you definitely don't need those glasses. This is not a must to enjoy the eclipse, because the total eclipse is something you don't need those glasses at all. And then for the partial phase, you have a lot of other ways, alternatives to observe it, observe the shape of the sun. And also most of people there will have those glasses, and they will be more than willing to share with you, I'm pretty sure. And then you can use your mobile phone to just take pictures. That's it, and save your eyes, right? So protect your eyes from any potential damages. All right, so basically that's it for today, and I will make probably another video about solar filter, how to make them for telescopes and lenses, and also the cameras. So stay tuned, and clear sky to everyone.